JEE Main 2019 April shift questions. Okay, right. See, first of all, I will solve this fourth one. Just look at this fourth problem. Limit x tends to 1 x power 4 minus 1 by x minus 1 is equals to limit x tends to k x cube minus k cube by x square minus k square. So this is a standard limit and that is also a standard limit, and we know that limit x tends to a x power n minus a power n by x minus a as n into a to the power n minus 1. With that particular logic, this part will give you here, you just read this x power 4 minus 1 power 4, then by comparing it with the standard form, our answer is 4 into 1 to the power 4 minus 1. That is equals to, here this is x cube minus k cube by x square minus k square. Divide the numerator and denominator with x minus k. You will get the same pattern both in numerator and denominator. So at the end your answer is 3 by 2 into k to the power 3 minus 2. And this side, this is 4 is equals to 3 by 2 into k. And at the end, the value of k is 8 by 3. Just by applying the standard limit x tends to a x power n minus a power n by x minus a as n into a to the power n minus 1. Okay, have a look. That's the fourth problem. Next, third problem. Limit x tends to 0 sin square x divided by root 2 minus root of 1 plus cos x. So this is also a very regular problem. First of all, we need to rationalize it and then we need to apply the limit. This is sin square x by root 2 minus root 1 plus cos x. If you directly substitute x with 0, this is 0 by 0 format and indeterminate 1. So you may go with either any mathematical logic or with the L-Hospital rule. Now I am moving with the rationalization. You just multiply numerator with root 2 plus root of 1 plus cos x divided by denominator with root 2 plus root of 1 plus cos x. So now simply this is equals to limit x tends to 0. So what is the numerator? The numerator is simply sin square x into root 2 plus root of 1 plus cos x divided by, so a minus b into a plus b is simply a square minus b square. So 2 minus of 1 plus cos x. Root 2 square is 2 minus of 1 plus cos x. Is it right? So you just have a look. Root 2 minus of 1 plus cos x, and this is sin square x. The next step, what I do? See, this is equals to, as x is tending to 0, keep in mind, this sin square x is simply 1 minus cos square x, and this bracket is root 2 plus root of 1 plus cos x divided by 2 minus of 1 plus cos x is simply nothing but 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 minus cos x. Just have a look. The denominator is 1 minus cos x, whereas the numerator is 1 minus cos square x. This 1 minus cos x will divide this 1 minus cos square x plus 1 plus cos x times. So this is simply, this is equals to 1 plus cos x into root 2 plus root of 1 plus cos x. As x is tending to 0. As x is tending to 0, we need to replace x with 0. If you replace x with 0 here, cos 0 is 1. So 1 plus 1 into root 2 plus root of 1 plus 1, because cos 0 is 1. This 1 plus 1 is 2, and there it is root 2 plus root 2. First term is root 2, second term is root 2, which is 2 root 2. And 2 into root 2 is simply 4 root 2. Have a look at that. Our answer for the problem is what? 4 root 2. Okay. After this, you need to think about the second one. So next one, limit x tends to 1, x square minus ax minus b by x minus 1. So this is given as a finite value 5. If we directly replace x with 1, we will get the denominator as what? 0. Since the denominator is 0, the value is something by 0, which gives you infinity. Direct substitution of x in the place of denominator makes denominator as 0. So the value will become infinity, but it is given as a finite value. Since it is given as a finite value, so you need to think that this is of the format 0 by 0. Okay, or otherwise we need to cancel out that x minus 1. Okay, so since we need to cancel out our x minus 1, that numerator x square minus ax minus b should be of the form x minus 1 into some x minus k or some x minus beta. If you may say the roots as alpha beta, you need to express this x square minus ax minus b as some x minus 1 into x minus beta. If the numerator is of this format, then only we have a chance to remove infinity value to get to finite value. So if you treat that x square minus ax plus b of this format, then the problem is limit x tends to 1, x minus 1 into x minus beta divided by x minus 1 is equals to 5. So if there is no x minus 1 as a factor in the numerator, then we don't have a chance to cancel out these two, so that we don't get the finite value. But the answer is given as finite, so for sure x minus 1 is a factor of numerator, and that's why we need to take the numerator in this format. Just cancel out that x minus 1. As x tending to 1, replace x with 1, we will get 1 minus beta is equals to 5. Since 1 minus beta is equals to 5, beta is equals to minus 4. So our target is to find a plus b. So beta is minus 4. Since beta is minus 4, x square minus ax minus b is simply nothing but x minus 1 into x plus 4, because we considered it as minus beta and we have beta as minus 4. Just multiply these two, x square plus 3x minus 4. So x square minus ax minus b is equals to x square plus 3x minus 4. So a is equals to minus 3, b is equals to 4, and a plus b is equals to 1. So our answer for the problem is 1. There ends the task. Okay, have a look. And then think about the first problem. So then look at the first problem. If you directly substitute x with 0, you will get the numerator is 0 plus 0 divided by the denominator is, we are taking x with 0, right? 0 and sine 0 is again 0 plus 1. So this is root 1 minus sine 0 is 0, x is 0, 0 minus 0 and root 1. So ultimately it is 0 by 0 format. So it is an indeterminate form. Since it is an indeterminate form, to avoid that indeterminate form, either we may go with any mathematical logic like rationalization, or we may solve the problem using L'Hospital rule, because it is of the format 0 by 0. Now my idea is L'Hospital rule to solve the problem. But to solve the problem using L'Hospital rule, we need to consider the derivatives for both numerator and denominator. You need to have an idea about the differentiation. For suppose, what you say about the derivative of x square or x or sin x? I think you all know, for x square 2x, for sin x cos x, and what you say about the derivative of the function some root f. See, the derivative of root f is simply nothing but 1 by 2 root f into derivative of f. 1 by 2 root f into derivative of f. Just use this for the denominator, and according to L'Hospital rule, the given problem is simply nothing but limit x tends to 0. The derivative of x is 1 plus 2 into derivative of sin x is cos x. 1 plus 2 cos x divided by the first term root of x square plus 2 sin x plus 1 is given, just like root f. Its derivative is 1 by 2 root f. First of all, 1 by 2 root f in the sense 1 by 2 root of this complete term. What it is? X square plus 2 sin x plus 1 into the derivative of this function into df by dx is there, right? So into derivative of the function. For x square it is 2x plus for 2 sin x it is 2 cos x. So there ends the part of first term. Then we need to think about the second term part. So again root of sin square x minus x plus 1. So its derivative is 1 by 2 root of that expression sin square x minus x plus 1 into derivative of that function. See, sin square x it is okay. What is the derivative of sin square x? For sin square x it is 2 sin x. For sin square x it is 2 sin x into derivative of sin x is cos x minus 1. For x its derivative is minus 1 and for 1 the derivative is 0. So ultimately this is the part. Now you just replace x with 0. What will happen? Just have a look. If you replace x with 0, this is equals to 1 plus 2 into what to say about cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So 1 divided by, I am thinking about the first part. We are replacing x with 0. See, 1 into this part is, this is the numerator actually. 2 into 0 is 0. 2 into cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So this is 2. Okay. 2 divided by 2 into, when you replace x with 0, already I mentioned it as 1. So this value is 1. So the first part is 2 by 2 root 1. Okay. Minus, so now 1 into this is the numerator. We are taking x with 0. If you replace x with 0, sin 0 is 0. So this term is 0. So you will get that 0 minus 1 as numerator divided by 2 root of, replace x with 0, sin 0 0, x 0, we left with 1. So just think about it. So this is equals to 1 plus 2 is 3 divided by 2 by 2 is 1, minus of minus plus 1 by 2, 3 by 1 plus 1 by 2. This 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2, right? And on simplification your answer is 2 for the problem. Have a look. Just an application of L-Hospital rule. We did many problems on L-Hospital rule, but the problem is little bit lengthy. Okay, just have a look. So next fifth problem, again from the mains April shift questions. Okay, just look at the problem. Alpha beta are the roots of this 375 x square minus 25x minus 2 is equals to 0, and we need to find limit n tends to infinity sigma r running from 1 to n alpha power r plus limit n tends to infinity sigma r running from 1 to n beta power r. Just have a look how to find it. See, limit n tends to infinity sigma r running from 1 to n alpha power r in the sense, see, take r is equals to 1, you will get it as alpha plus alpha square plus and so on. You will get infinite terms here, okay, as n is tending to infinity. Plus what is this? Beta plus beta square plus and so on up to infinite terms. Just have a look. Sum of infinite terms of the format alpha, alpha square and so on. See, sum of infinite terms is the first term alpha divided by 1 minus common ratio alpha plus what it is? First term beta divided by 1 minus common ratio beta. So just this is sum of infinite terms of GP formula, and before that just we analyzed this as sum of infinite terms of alpha, alpha square like that. Now our target is to find this particular value. So how can we calculate it? Just took LCM. So alpha minus alpha beta plus beta minus beta alpha divided by 1 minus alpha into 1 minus beta. So this particular value we need to find. So it's very clear, minus alpha beta. Okay, this is also minus alpha beta, right? Right. So what we have? So this is equals to alpha plus beta minus 2 alpha beta is numerator, and the denominator you just multiply these two. 1 minus of alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. This value we need to find. As they given, this particular equation has roots alpha beta. From there it is very clear that sum of the roots alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a. That in the sense 27 by 375. 27 divided by 375. So what is the cancellation? If you go for a cancellation, 1 by 15, that is alpha plus beta. Then what you say about alpha into beta? Alpha into beta is c by a. C by a means c is minus 2 divided by 375. So alpha plus beta is 1 by 15. Alpha into beta is minus 2 by 375. Here everything is involved with alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Just substitute and simplify it. You will get your answer. Okay? Have a look. And on simplification you will get your answer as 1 by 12. See, these 5 questions are basically straight questions from limits which are asked in mains April 2019, and there are some other questions on limits where the concept of limits is interlinked with differentiation and integration and some other parts. Okay, so we will discuss those questions at the end of that particular chapter. Okay, just have a look.